with the Bolt Bros. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the Chargers are doing some wild stuff this week, guys. I mean, because just recently, just the other day, or just earlier today, they said that the starters are going to play at least 1 or 2 drives, or 2, whatever the heck they want to call it, So that's crazy. Like, for the first time in, I think, Justin Herbert's career, he may have played 1 game or whatever in preseason in like 2020 when he first started. But for the most part, he has not really been in the preseason at all. He's always been on the sidelines and stuff like that. And so this is craziness. And I'm excited to finally see this happening. So, but yeah, well, there's been some other news going on though. And we'll get into all of that, so such as, we just signed Harrison Hand, another cornerback for the team. And then, there's been some rumors going out there that Brandon Scherff is actually secretly retired. I don't know, man. And then, obviously, we've all seen now, apparently, Najee Harris has been actually working out and doing stuff on the field with the team for the first time since his injury. So that's a good development. And then, and then before that, we'll just kind of talk a little bit about some of the training camp highlights and a little bit of the reunion of Keenan Allen with Justin Herbert. So, but like I said, guys, it's been a wild week for the Bolts, and there's been a few roster shakeups, injuries, and things like that, So, but we will get into this, and as always, guys, Bolt Bros, let's go.
What's up, here, man? You watching the Bolt Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Bolt Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
All right, guys. Yes, and once again, it is Thursday. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this video because me and the bros do different things for the channel. I like to do my little Thursday night show and hang out with you guys and just chat and maybe answer some questions, have a few laughs or whatever. And but yeah, and like we do this thing live every single week on Thursdays. And my bros like to do little videos throughout the week as news happens. But yes, good to see you guys. We got Justin over here. We got Anthony. We got Grandizer. And whoever else is there, like about a couple other people in the chat. So yeah, happy to have you here. So anyhow, but yeah, it's crazy, guys. The start of this, now we're in week 3, I believe, in the preseason. And yeah, and I'm also here. yes, sir. Week 3 of the preseason, and coach has finally declared that our starters are going to start. They are going to start for the first time, I think, in a very long time with this team, because it's crazy because I don't remember the last time they would actually do that. I think maybe Anthony Lynn did it. I think he was one of the people that would actually have the starters start a little bit. What's up, Bolt Squad? How you doing, my man from Twitter? We got Ace up here from Twitter. And, that's what's up. Hey, what's up, my guys? Yeah, yes, sir. Justin says, dude, that guy we signed again. I hope he does well. He went to high school. We went to high school with him. Oh, that's what's up. He wasn't a stand-up player, so I'll see. Hey, that's awesome, dude. Hey, good to hear that, man. Let me know in the chat how excited you are about him. But, yeah, man, I'm excited that we're finally going to see the starters in preseason for a little bit, So, and as always, guys, just remember this. I am going to be live on Twitch to watch the game with y'all through there. So, and I'll be doing live commentary, whatever like that, and hanging out, relaxing, chillaxing, having a good time. What's up, Senior Snappy? My man, how you doing? Rivers Lake Yacht Club, shout out. What's up? Hopefully you're going to have a great time at the tailgate on Saturday. That'll be amazing. I wish I could be out there, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make it. Just too much stuff going on, craziness and stuff like that, you know. But yeah. Anyways, but man, so we're gonna see at least 2 drives, maybe, possibly 2 out of the starters, and this is a great opportunity for us to, you know, really understand what our team's going to be like. And, you know, obviously, like, as me and my brothers talk about this, like, it's a good way for the team to get their wiggles out, you know, like, they're just, it's a good time to be like, okay, we'll figure out, you know, who we have on the left side, who we have on the right side. Unfortunately, it's possible that Becton might not even be playing because he's gotten hurt or he's dealing with something. So I don't know if we're going to see Mekhi Becton on the right guard situation. So we'll probably see Salyer at that position. So it'll be Salyer. So from left to right, it'll be Alt, Zion, Bozeman, and then Salyer, and then Pipkins over there. So we'll see, though. We'll see how that shakes out. I mean, obviously, it's preseason. You can't really, I mean, you could take a little bit of it, like, well, but it's like, it's not necessarily going to be a full-on thing, you know. So hopefully they'll get their the wiggles out enough, you know. So yeah. So it's a good idea. And okay, so we got a quick question here from Bolt Squad asking me if you see Brandon Rice on the cut list or practice squad list. And actually, I probably see him on the practice squad right now. I mean, he's not really been shining too much on preseason at all, you know. So I would say practice squad. I mean, he's been out there like in third and fourth quarters, so he's not really doing much. So yeah. Hey, there's Kadir's up in the chat. Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm excited to meet you tonight, my brother. I'm sorry I couldn't make it Saturday. I have a reason, but I had a lot to say. I don't know if you want to get to me, but let me know before I say, hey, you know, go ahead and say what you want to say. But I will admit, so tonight I will probably do a bit of a shorter show because my brothers, you know, are going to do a show tomorrow for the pregame. They may be doing it while I'm working, and but we may be doing it afterwards. Or like, I'm not 100% sure. So I may have some things that I want to say tonight, and then they may just do something tomorrow, and then I'm going to do the show on Saturday, and then they'll do the post game or whatever like that. So that's kind of what's probably going to happen like that. So, anyways, but that's exciting. I'm excited. So, anyways, so let's get into what we were talking about. Harrison Hand. Actually, I wanted to show this picture there, you know. So we're no longer going to see Justin Herbert on the sidelines, you know. So I'm just excited to see just, you know, our team on the field, because the fact is too is like, I think Harbaugh finally realized, oh, hey, hang on, wait a second. The Chiefs are playing their starters for at least a drive or two, you know. So we should probably do the same thing, or else we're going to fall completely flat in Brazil. I mean, we're already going to be jet lagged by how long that flight takes. So they might as well start the players, and we need to get this thing going. However, and I did see there was a comment to Chargers World posts by one of their fans that said, hey, one of the reasons why these players got to start is like that they have no scrimmage game this week because they canceled it with the Rams. And so we have to actually get them to get some reps ahead of time in order to actually and play against other players in order to really get this thing going. So I'm excited. So this is exciting. It's good for me, good for us, good for the team, everything, you know. So anyway, so yeah, let me go pull up his picture here. Yeah, here we go. That's right. Okay, so Harrison Hand has been picked up by the Chargers. So he's a new pickup for us, and that's exciting. You know, it's exciting because obviously he's been like doing a lot of things, and honestly, yeah, I think my brothers did talk about that a little bit. He did a little short video on it, so I'll kind of get into it a little bit today too. So, but he's actually not a horrible pickup for the Chargers at all, you know. So apparently this picture right here was his first interception that he had in his career, and it was in 2020. So that's good to see. But he's just as old as Justin Herbert. He's like 26 years old. He's been with a whole bunch of different teams, you know, the Bears, the Giants, the Falcons, and of course the Vikings. So it's, but I will say this, like, this is kind of an interesting pickup too, because now this is the second cornerback that we've picked up since Eric Rodgers got potentially hurt, which sucks because he was lights out that game, last week. He was 95 PFF rating or something like that. It's crazy. But it does spell that he's probably not going to be with the team because whatever that injury happens. And so that's a really massive and disappointing situation there for sure, but that's that's also football, man. It just happens, so, but he's started a little bit though. Like he's been, this guy, Hand is going to be good. I think he's going to pick up some versatility. Apparently he has pretty good zone coverage and physicality and run support. But there's obviously the big weakness for him is that he's obviously has limited starting experience. He's bounced around a lot of teams. He's probably been a third stringer, or third team, second team player at best. So he's not necessarily great at all that and covering stuff like that, so, but he's a good fit for the team because obviously with Eric Rodgers potentially being out, we need some more people behind Tarheeb Still and Cam Hart. Because the fact is, depth is important, so, and I don't know. So let me know what you guys think about this. And while I kind of scroll through some of your comments here, because I'm going to catch up a little bit on you. Athir said, okay, let's see. Okay. Going back to the Brandon Rice comment. Brandon Rice needs to be cut. Jasir Taylor locked him up and Josh trash. Dang. All right. Hey, that's big. That's big news right there, man. Niners going to scratch Rice off the practice squad, for nostalgic factor. Just, plus their wide receiver room is banged up for sure. Oh, it's possible. That's very, very possible. Ace says, will QJ be starter when the season starts? Yeah. No, 100% Ace. QJ is definitely going to be the starter. I 100% believe that. Believes it. You know what I'm saying? Justin says, I was at the Chargers game and random Chargers staff upgraded us to VIP. Hey, yo, that's what's up. Yeah, that was awesome. That happened to my brothers one time too. So it's really cool. Like when it happens, because they don't sell those tickets very often. So when they just like hand them out, it's dope. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Good. I hope you got some good footy of that. So yeah. DZ, how's everyone watching the game? I don't think this one is televised. There's ways to do it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on NFL Plus. Or if you have that app, it should pull up, man. Bold Lighting, my man, how you doing? Okay, Athir's got his comment out here. First of all, I'd like to share this. Anyone that is saying the season is over is effing stupid and dumb. How do you say that when we have not even played a single game? I understand. No, I mean, I'm with you on that one, Athir, because fact is, too, everyone is like, oh, my gosh, we lost our left tackle. And I get it, man. People panicking, and that should not be happening just yet. So, yeah. So I don't think there's no need to panic yet. Like I said before, we went 10-7 without Slater. Justin Herbert did. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Like I'm not worried, and I think that we'll be fine when it comes to this stuff. So I know Bull Squad. I think the same thing though when it comes to these quarterbacks. It's like, hey, I kind of think we need to look at offensive line players, I mean, that's kind of the important thing right now, but I'll get it more into that in a second. I have something I wanted to talk about on that one too. Playing your franchise QB in preseason, that's a bold strategy. God, let's see how it works. Yeah, that's a good one, Chris. But like I said, the Chiefs do it all the time. So yeah. How big is his hand? Grandizer. Hey, you know what? Hey, you got to catch them balls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. We got two hands on defense and a Deshaun hand and Harrison hand. That's sure, right? We got hand in hand, hand in hand, baby. Mano y mano. Yep. I still believe in this team. I believe in this coach and others. Yeah, for sure. I got a booger. What are you talking about? Justin. What are you talking about? I ain't got no booger. Yeah. Okay. Grandizer says people are panicking because James Andrew dodged questions when people ask, where do we go from there? They were dismissive. Please tell them. Don't do that. No, we need to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they need to actually be focused more like in answering some questions, and kind of keep us grounded. It's like that's kind of the point of us right now. It's like we talk to you guys and help kind of calm things down a little bit. So, and I do realize that's a big thing. So, anyways, it doesn't seem like anyone's really too interested in this Harrison Hand signing, but that's okay. Like I said, it's a depth piece for the team, so it's good to see that. So. But the big question comes in mind, so I wanted to get into that. What people are asking about the offensive line, Bolt Squad, and I'm going to get into that one too in a little bit. So, but yeah, so hold that thought. So, but yeah, Brandon Scherff is the number one topic for a lot of Chargers fans that we need to actually pick up and potentially secure our line a little bit more, so. And that's kind of the big question that I have in mind. And everyone's saying it. It's like, hey, why aren't we calling Brandon Scherff out? Like you bring him out here, so. But apparently there's some rumors circulating in the sports world saying from like CBS Sports, Yahoo Sports, Sporting News. These outlets have all said that he's retired quietly. Yeah, he didn't really announce it. He just said, "Nah, I'm done." And he just, I don't really want to start anymore. Not taking any calls, I guess. So it's potential that Brandon Scherff has retired, so that's why the Chargers have not pulled him up. Yeah, so, but that's just it, Carlos. We don't know. According to Sports Illustrated, Chargers Wire, whatever, he's still potentially, a free agent. I mean, it's not necessarily like, so there's conflicting reports right now. So, I guess until he really publicly says that he's retired, I just don't believe it, So I feel like if anything though, too, I mean, maybe he just feels like his body can't take it anymore. And I could totally understand that, but I mean, if a team offers him a briefcase full of money, I mean, I don't think that he's going to turn it down. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. So yeah, man. If did I pull up the wrong guy? Maybe I pull up the wrong guy. So, and it's fine. But like I said, Brandon Scherff, it's possible that he was retired, but it's also not. And if not, and if we actually gave him a reason to come back, it would be for the Chargers, I think, right there. Now, we have like the biggest upside right now, biggest potential to make it into the playoffs and to go deep this year, I think, right now, So, I mean, it's very possible he might want to go for those other teams right now, like maybe the Ravens or like the Bills or something like that, But, the truth is, though, too, like, when it comes to the O-line, we have had multiple other players that the team worked out. Let's see if I can pull up some of those names. Oh, I think I had them. No, I don't. I didn't have them. Dang it. I think I lost those notes. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so I just don't know, guys. Like, it's let's see. If though we did get this, though, this would actually be really good though to get him, because that would move what this move would do. It would probably move Zion out of left guard and maybe move Zion to center at this point. Because let's be honest, guys, like our Zion at left guard and Bozeman at center was kind of a disaster last year, so like, it's kind of like, well, I mean, should we switch that up a little bit, so I don't know, guys. This is kind of a trip, like, I just don't know, man. So if we can, I would definitely say, like, let's just try and pull him out of retirement then, man. I feel like it's just, the most important thing. And on top of that, we have Mekhi Becton has not practiced a couple times or whatever. Is he dealing with something? Is there something in the water out there at the Chargers facility? Is there like, lead in the cups or something like that? Why are our players getting hurt in practice and stuff like that? So this ain't good. This ain't a good sign. So like, if any team needs to pull up somebody from retirement, it would be the Chargers right now. So yeah, I'm even seeing Justin saying, Hey, Storm Norton is greater than Slater. Sheesh, man. Hey, you talking crazy. You talking crazy now.
Come on now, dog.
Sheesh.
Come on, man.
Hey, I don't know about that, guys. Hey, that's a wild take right there from the Wild West. AFC West, that is, for sure. But I don't know. Like I said, I think we could see him out there, and I mean, he would be really, I don't know. I think he would be important to do it, but I think we'd have to offer him at least $10 million probably to show up, because right now he's projected to only do like a $6 million contract or whatever that. But I don't think a $6 million offer would pull him off the couch. I think it would be a $10 million offer that would pull him off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so if he's retired, though, this may pivot for us. Obviously, we did pick up, let's just, let's not forget about this, though. We did pick up David Scherff, who played this previous preseason game. And so we do have somebody out there that we actually did pick up for the line. So it's possible that we might be good with David Scherff. I don't know. That's a big question mark, So, like, I mean, obviously, all of us Chargers fans are always concerned about all that stuff, So, yeah. Anyway, so let me catch up on your guys' thoughts, and let's see, and then we'll kind of move on from there. So I got some you guys both retired. Mark saying that we need depth at a swing tackle. They played him on the left, and he played right tackle at college. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Yeah, so Brandon would be fantastic, So yeah. Bull Squad saying, why haven't we brought out Fant or an O-line workout? He's working out with Wash, and it was Washington. I mean, sounds like we could have signed a deal. Yeah, no, there was another player that we picked up, I think, or we worked out a whole bunch, I believe. Like I said, I can't pull up those. No, I don't know. See if it was. Let me see if I can pull those up real quick. Let me hold on a sec here. I workouts. Hang on a second. Yeah. Okay. Nope, I lost it. I don't know. I think I read a random article or something like that. Sorry about that, guys. I can't quite pull it up. So I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was some other tackles and offensive linemen that they did work out. Let me know in the chat if you guys can find it. I know you guys are probably able to pull up articles while you're talking to me and stuff like that too. So yeah. But Grandizer saying, Kyle, is that guard who played for Arizona still out there? Name is Hernandez. Yeah, you're talking about Hernandez, and no, he is not. The very same day that Slater went down is Hernandez re-signed with the Cardinals. So, yeah, so he's already out. So sorry about that. Yeah. Let's see. Who is ready to face the implications that Slater hid prior injury and signed the extensions under false pretenses? Woo! Ooh, Senior Snappy, my man, that is a rough situation right there. And the fact is, that's very possible. It's very possible that that's kind of why he was, on the sidelines. I don't know. I just think that in my take on this though is I hate to say, but it could be just part of the Chargers curse, because I do remember, I think after Joey Bosa signed that $100 million contract, he went down and was injured for that whole season too. Took a nice long vacation and collecting fat checks, all that stuff. So yeah, so I don't know, man. This is really interesting to me, but yeah, maybe not. Big conspiracy hat theory right there, my man. Yeah. So I don't know. See, I believe NFL and ESPN all they said that he was retired. Okay, well, maybe that's possible. Yeah. Well, I get if that's the case, it is very possible it is. But like I said, if there is a reason for him to come out of retirement, it could be that a big fat stack of cash. So yeah. Lingering tissue issues. Yeah, for that you can say. Let the freaking coaches make the decisions. Of course, guys. Yeah, of course. But we like to talk about it. So it's something for us to talk about and chat about. So yeah. Did the Chargers in the distant past go into the mirror factor and break some mirrors? Team is cursed. Yeah, I mean, there's, like I said, I have some theories. I have some thoughts that I may address at some point and may make a video about it, because I do have a lot of different ideas about this that I do want to bring to light, but I kind of don't want to bring it forward when we have such high hopes with Jim Harbaugh and stuff like that, but maybe I should. So that way, maybe we can address these issues and break the curses in some way, so that's possibly something that I want to do, so maybe that I could, I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat if you really want to know my thoughts. And, maybe we'll do a whole video, especially after the season is over and stuff like that, so, and, maybe I'll start working on it and stuff like that, so yeah, we'll see. If he never starts again, very plausible. Yes, that's very true. There ought to be some serious questions about the physical evaluation process being applied. Certainly the NFLPA, the role in this. Yeah, that's a very good point there, Snappy. Because you think about it, it's like, well, hang on a sec. I mean, how are we evaluating these players ahead of these contracts? Are they really that in top physical form or like that? Should we actually do something like that? This is a big deal. Obviously, we spent a lot of money on him. And, just went out just like that, come on. Yeah, that's kind of sus, you know what I'm saying? Hey, sheesh. Hey, Roland, what's up, my guy? How you doing? How about we all just take a deep breath and just stay positive? No need to panic. Of course, guys. Like I said, we're all positive here. Season's not even started. We can't even say it's over yet, so yeah. DZ says, some fans need to understand scheme fits for O-line play. Not every player is fit for Roman's offensive line style. And that's true. We do need players that are more prone to open up those holes for the running backs and stuff, so, yeah. The name of the guard was, Will Hernandez. Yeah. With the guaranteed, okay, continuing this conversation here. With the guaranteed money getting so high for some positions, fraud is a certainty. Oh, that's a big point. It will start ruining teams in something that we'll have to give. Yeah, I think that's a good point. And so I really want to see that though too. The big question that comes in mind is these guarantees, are they all guaranteed even if the player gets injured? That's the big question that comes in mind. What are the injury clauses when it comes to the players and stuff like that? So it just doesn't make any sense to me that, oh, okay, yeah, we get this $100 million guarantee essentially, and they just go down and they don't play a single freaking snap for a year. Some players even a year and a half. Some injuries, how serious they are, and they're still sitting back cashing checks. Come on now, hey, come on now, dog, can't do that. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem, man. Let's see. Jedrick Wills was a top 10 tackle in the draft. Played him at left. He played right all college. Oh, yeah. Jedrick Wills. Yeah. Honestly, he's the guy that I've been thinking about. Hey, man, we need to give him a phone call. So he's out there with the Browns. And I think they never really stepped up quite like he was supposed to. So that's kind of where I do think that the Brown, we haven't done that yet. So, yeah. Okay. So Bolt Squad. You would think that they would have to perform physicals before signing a large. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. They would have to do something. Yeah. Okay. So then DZ says Broncos O-line runs a hybrid style with their Chargers look for guys who can run with a power gap scheme. Yeah, I believe it. I definitely believe we want those big old boys up front though, too, so not just, big walls for Justin Herbert, Roland says, let us in on your brilliant mind, Kyle. Why wait for another video and any thoughts about this stuff, brother? Well, because the reason why I want to talk about that curse on a separate video is because actually I do need to I want to actually make it more of a documentary type style. It's not just going to be me live and just flapping my gums, so I'm going to record a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to kind of interview some people, whatever that, and talk to some people about the whole situation and stuff like that, so it's not just going to be a talking head video. It's going to be a legit, more produced type of thing. So there are options that I have. I can just post it up there or whatever, but I don't know. I think I want to give this thing a really nice touch to it. I don't want to just sit there and just sit in my room and talk about it, so yeah, there's a lot of things that I can do about it and that I want to do. So yeah. Okay. So I wanted to get into now for briefly, because Bolt Squad brought it up as well. The Najee Harris situation. Like I said, so the Bolt Squad brought up the question: is he going to start Week 1? Let's see. Let's think about that. I mean, we have about 1, 2, 3. We got 3 weeks until the season starts. And my brothers and I, we've talked about that. You know, I was hanging out with my brother last night, and he said, "Look, at the end of the day, our eyeballs are very resilient. You know, so they actually heal pretty wild. You know, so and kind of interesting. So we know we have a friend. I have a friend of his, or he has a friend. So my brother's friend, which means it's nothing for me, whatever like that, had something happen where he was working with those exercise band things, and it snapped and it basically made him blind for a long time, so because he was like, oh, I couldn't see anymore because it snapped or whatever like that. But apparently the eye eventually did heal itself and he's able to see once again, so obviously very scary freaking thing that happened, and clearly Najee can't see see out of his eye right now. He can't even really open it. Apparently, that's why he has that visor thing on. If you zoom in a little bit here, can I zoom in? I don't think I can. But yeah, you can see the eye on the right there. Let's see if I can. Oh, that wrong one. That the eye on the right side here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, right here, he's got his eye open. But then this one on the left is closed. So he's got a little, essentially a patch right there. So, but I don't know. I think that honestly, but he's out there. He's out there trying to practice, get his reps in, and kind of get his body right, So I think he's actually going to be in the wild, be good. Yeah. So, but like I said, it's a positive sign that he's going to be ready for Chiefs Week 1. You know what I'm saying? But he's still, I think though, as of this moment, he's definitely going to be behind Omarion and Hampton, and the unofficial depth chart. It's just, right now that's what it kind of shows. I think it's just there to kind of suggest a little bit of caution. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think that his return is absolute critical, and is a must happen situation. Because we need him to be out there. I mean, look, he's been consistently for the past 5 years or whatever like that, 1,000 yards rushing every single year, and rarely has any injuries and stuff like that. But he's not much of a touchdown running back, but he is a consistent scrimmage person, and I think that's why we need him out there. So the bigger thing is though too is we need that 1-2 punch. Especially and it's gonna be especially important if Slater's not gonna since Slater's not gonna be able to be out there and stuff. So because there is uncertainty when it comes to how Joe Alt's gonna do on the left tackle. I think he's gonna do good, but I do think that we need him out there because Najee Harris is gonna be that 1-2 punch, the lightning and thunder situation that we have, so and that only helps us in our, potential scheme with Greg Roman, So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys in the chat are, if you guys are excited about him and in his return for the Chargers. Because look, I do think he's going to be ready. We have 3 weeks. I think he'll be ready to go. If they need to, man, they cut his eye or something like that. Do what they do in the boxing. Cut his eye. So that way he can actually, his eyelid or whatever, so he can actually open it up, whatever, and put some tape there to keep his eye open or something like that. Shoot, I don't know. Hey, if you need to, I mean, wear an eye patch. I mean, I guess here's the question for the chat as well. Is it really important to have 2 eyes as a running back? I mean, just don't throw the ball to him. He can just run the ball. As long as he grabs that ball, holds onto it like a baby, and he doesn't fumble it, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, but I digress. Anyways, I'm excited for his potential return, and I do believe that he'll be ready to free Week 1. So let me catch up on the chat with you guys to see what you guys are talking about here. Let's see. Okay. So here about the chat physicals. Guaranteed contract parts for if they get injured. I guess that's true. So that's the guaranteed side of things is player friendly. Yeah. So I guess that makes sense. So Grandizer asks, did you drop any notes from the Chargers versus Saint teams practices? Which Charger players shined? Who was the dud? No fights. Yeah, I mean, obviously Brendan Rice has been an absolute dud in the entire preseason so far. Like, I mean, his whole career so far has been kind of a dud. It's just like, dang, dude. And so that's kind of in my notes. But obviously, Eric Rodgers has been like this standout player for sure. I don't really have, I did write some notes, but I think we already talked about them in previous videos, unfortunately. So I don't really, there was another defensive player that I really liked. And so that was good. But I do admit that KLS, was not shining as much as he was. I felt like he should have, in week one, like from week 1 to week 2, so, but maybe that just shows that, well, okay, so we already seen what he's done, week 1. So that's good to know. But we haven't done much with Trey Harris either, so like, I mean, where's Trey Harris at? Like, I mean, there's all this talk that, of course he didn't sign for forever. So we need to see him playing some more, so yeah. Will says, I heard teams buy insurance in case a player with a big contract gets injured, which helps to some degree. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, that was it. Caleb Murphy. Caleb Murphy was the other player. Thank you HH4 for that. Yeah. So currently he's listed higher than Kyle Kennard. So Caleb Murphy is undrafted. And Kyle Kennard is, of course, like, drafted what, the 4th round or something. And so Caleb Murphy is actually higher on the depth chart right now, so, and that's good to see because he has freaking been lights out, guys. He's definitely one of those players that, like, I didn't, it was definitely a nice surprise to see how well he did. So I'm excited to see what he does, and I hope that he does make the team, because if he can keep that level up in the actual season against starters and stuff, woo, I'm excited to see what he does, man. And like I said, it's really funny to me, to have a guy like him on the team, because whatever, I always think about that freaking Dave Chappelle show. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I gotta get this pulled up. Yeah, because whenever I see him get a sack and they announce his name, I always think of this.
Charlie Murphy.
That old like freaking scene from Dave Chappelle show. Like, I don't know why, it just goes right in my head. Where freaking homeboy punched him in the face. Anyways, let's see. Anyways, roaming the sidelines with a brown bear. Maybe I would. Yeah. Come clean and take the helmet off. What helmet? What are you talking about? Bull Squad got a question for me. How confident you were? Okay, it comes back 100%. Okay, yeah. So my confidence score from 1 to 10 for Najee coming back is a 9. I would say easy 9. He's coming back to the and he's gonna be ready by week 1. So I'm excited for that though. So yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So, and by the way, guys, going back to my cornerbacks comments, this is an Eric Weddle jersey. And I realize that y'all talk about how like that I'm a look-alike for Eric Weddle. I need to actually reach out to him. I think he lives out here in Utah, and I would be like, hey man, I want you. Let me see if I can get you on the show. Because like that'd be really funny for to have Eric Weddle, and then then have me wearing his jersey or whatever like that and talking to him like I look exactly like him and stuff like that. It'd be really funny, I think. So anyways, Senior Snappy is asking me about this. Dang, it's a big old thing. Love the documentary idea, Kyle. Got to include the original Sin being the first NFL team to use anabolic steroids and riding that advantage all the way to the NFL championship. I didn't know about that one. That's an interesting thought. Alternatively, removing Ron Mix from the Chargers Ring of Honor because he played a few snaps with the Raiders. Yeah, he came out of retirement to play. He retired as the Chargers. Then he came out of retirement to play for the Raiders. And then he got snubbed by the Bolts. So it's definitely bad karma. Yeah, exactly. So So that's a thought. There are thoughts there. But yeah, man, I need to get with you, Corbin, Mr. Snappy, and, set this up, because I would love to, maybe we can do a collab on this, with Rivers Lake, on this one, with your show and all that stuff, because it's been too long, my friend, been too long. Need to have you on here, like we need to chat again for sure. So yeah, but sorry it's been so long, whatever. But yeah, let's make something happen, Cap. Yeah, so let's do it. DJ says Najee should have signed with the Bucks. Well, that's possible. Hey, a lot of players should have, could have, would have, but he's just facing the curse of the Chargers by getting injured, like for the first time in his whole 6-year career or something like that. Crazy. Let's see. To paraphrase, I don't want to read that one. Yeah, right. 2-yard, 1,000 running backs this year, average 60 yards for 17 games. Yeah, it's possible, Mark Davis. It's possible. I give Clockwork. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, keep that eye open. make them go out there. A better Gus and J.K. Dobbins. You're thinking? Yeah. Void his contract and move on Slater. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Who you got in regards to running back dose? Well, I mean, okay, so running back room currently, I think 100% is going to be, like I said, I do think Najee's coming out. He coming back, guys. He coming back. Y'all chill. So I would say we got Najee, Hampton. Running back 3 is the big question in mind right now. But so far, I actually like Vidal number 3 for sure, and then I do like Haskins for number 4. So that's kind of my where my unofficial depth chart is right now. So you can take that with a grain of salt, So that's it. See, Chris says, we're just sacrificing the necessary ingredients to brew the Super Bowl winning potion. Let's go. Eye of the running back, patellar of a lineman. Other ingredients to be determined. The tears of our enemies. The tears of the Raiders fans. How about that? And then but we already have the rib of a quarterback. From previous season. That's been stewing for a while. That's been in the slow cooker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got this one. Yeah, see? What are we cooking up? Crispy? Huh? What do you got? Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get this going. I like that. That's actually pretty funny though. I see what you're doing, man. I like it. I honestly do want to see Eric Rodgers out there as well, man. Yeah. So, what's up, arrogant bastard? What's up, my guy? I think he still lives in Rancho Bernardo. Still coaches high school out there, I think. See, and that's the thing. I want to talk to him. I want to be able to talk to him. Yeah. Oh, I'm a mini Conklin now because of my beard. Yeah. Yes, for sure. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Let's plan for next week, next Thursday. Be my guest next Thursday, and then let's have a good chat, my man. Let's do it. If you're down, 6 p.m. next Thursday, be here. Let's do it. Yeah, if Weddle lives in Utah, he's got a hell of a commute to work to Rancho Bernardo. Oh, he lives in Rancho? Okay. Sorry, I thought he was out here still. I don't know. Bolt Squad says we got a full running back room. Hampton, Harris, Haskins, Vidal, Hines, Patterson, Sanders. Like I said, those 4 players that I think are coming out. So, yeah. Hines is a great blocker. Okay, Bolt up. Yeah, what's up, my man? Okay. So there's one more thing I wanted to talk about here. And of course, obviously, yeah, this is it. That was it. Obviously, it's, camp has been interesting, guys. So, I was gonna say, where's my notes? Dang it, I'm all over the map here. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, this week, we've had some good stuff going on. So obviously with Keenan Allen coming back, it's been awesome. Like we've seen some reports of Herbert and Keenan, whenever they throw the ball to it, they get excited, guys. Like you can't help but be excited to see the return and the reuniting of Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert and stuff like that, So, and we're finally going to see them in action for at least a preseason game a little bit, At least for one drive, maybe 2 drives. I hope for just one drive, honestly, because we need to play concerned and more conservative when it comes to our players and stuff like that, because we don't want any injuries, guys. Obviously, that'd be terrible. Can you imagine, Keenan Allen going out there and just all of a sudden, breaks his toe, to add to the boiling pot of cooking up a Super Bowl, so like that would be wild. That'd be terrible, guys. They would be straight up curse confirmed, So yeah. Recap, but it's been good. And apparently this past week, like Justin has already thrown 3 touchdown passes in practice, and including one of them was to Keenan Allen, man. So like that just feels good. It feels good. And now, like, just guys, are we gonna have, like, speaking of cooking, man, are we gonna have freaking amazing doggone like wide receivers out there? Like, is this duo gonna be so good? We literally got Lad McConkey is literally the replacement of Keenan Allen, but then we got Keenan Allen still on this team, and that's just insane to me, guys. So I am super stoked to see what happens here. So, and it's exciting. I was gonna say this though too, guys. In comments this past week, it kind of came out that Keenan Allen apparently had the phone call from the Saints to play over there, and obviously he turned it down. Ultimately, he probably turned it down and was getting phone call after phone call, and like the agent was probably talking to them for a while, whatever like that, But he just had one good look. They probably offered him more than at the Chargers. But guess what? Who else is over there? We had Kellen Moore and we had Booty Stank Brandon Staley over there. So, I guarantee he's like, nah, I'm good. Nah. Yeah. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen, guys. So I am not gonna return to Booty Stank and Kellen Moore. I mean, look, I don't have anything against Kellen Moore. Not at all, whatever. But Booty Stank in the room? Nope. No thanks. Not happening. Don't want to see that guy anymore. So, yeah. So exciting that Keenan Allen, came back and he said, yeah, man, it feels like home to be back here in LA. So that's what's up, man, my guy. But what also I mentioned before, Cam Hart and Tarheeb still have been actually getting all kinds of praises for their potential, what they're doing in practice or whatever. That they haven't really been on the field too much for the preseason because, hey, well, you know what, they apparently got the starting job, which is good to hear. So, but then the bigger standpoint to stand out right now too. This is the other defensive player that has been standing out in preseason and in practice a lot is RJ Mickens, and that kind of bodes to the question: is Mickens going to take the job away from Tony Jefferson? I think it's very possible because, Unk's been showing up and doing well too. But let's be honest, though, like young bloods are out there, like, and they're a little bit faster, a little bit more spry, a little bit more edgy, of course, chippy or whatever like that, less refined. But hey, man, Tony Jefferson's getting picks. He's getting amazing coverage and stuff like that. He's still got it, guys. Unk may be old, but he's still got it, bros. It's all good. But yeah, man. So I think he's been all right. Obviously, who's not been all right has been Tyler Heinicke. He's been kind of showing up flat all this time. And he came out this week too, guys, that apparently Taylor Heinicke got kicked off of his sister's couch. After he kind of got let go because he was just kind of floating around, not doing anything, whatever. Apparently, he was like his sister said, "Hey, go play football or something, man. Go do something. Go get signed, go for a walk or do something, So then, that same week he went and got signed, so it's like, that's funny. That's really funny to hear something like that, so I don't know. But, there's been some other things that happened, previously too, I didn't want to talk, I haven't talked about this too much, but yeah, Tyler Thomas Yasmin, got picked up as another tight end, from the international player pathway. And he was also, and he's been showing up, been doing pretty good, but we picked him up because our other tight end that we just picked up from the rugby team, from Australia, apparently got injured. So, that's pretty whack, so that sucks. So, which is kind of weird because, as a rugby player, you would think that he'd be a little bit more durable, because we got pads in football, but in rugby, they don't. And it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of like some of the thoughts that I had for camp, as of right now. So, yeah, so let me just kind of like, look through your guys' thoughts. And I do want to pose a question before I close, but let me just kind of catch up on your guys' comments here, So, Arrogant says, Haskin has a lot of special teams value. Yeah, no, and I totally agree. Oh, Pappy, but Miller Hines has actually been somebody who's actually been kind of like lackluster, in my opinion. I don't really think that he's been doing too well. Like, he's not been showing up the way that I want him to show up, So, I don't know, man. Like, it's good that we have him as another veteran and stuff, but I don't think he's it. I don't know if he's making the team, guys. I mean, sure, he has some special teams value too, but I think that we would rather go with somebody else over him. I mean, obviously, because special teams, he's not a punt returner. I'll tell you that much. Shoot, he botched 2 punts or something like that. He can almost fumble this. So that ain't happening, guys. Can't have that. Nope, I ain't having that, boy. You know what I'm saying? Bull Squad says, I think we give the rock to Sanders and Vidal this game versus the Rams. And we see we can solidify, to the roster spot. Yeah, so yeah, that's a good idea. Sanders has shown up and he's been doing really good. 100%, man. Yes, that is a good idea, and I think that we will see more of them, and I hope so, because like Hines, I think we need to kind of just let Hines just kind of chill now. I mean, obviously he needs to get some reps too, and this could be a good story for him too, though. So I mean, he's been injured for the last 2 years, whatever. This could be a good comeback story, kind of like J.K. Dobbins. This is kind of how he gets his groove back with the Chargers or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. That's right, Brad. Good to see you, my man. And Herbert we trust, for sure. We leave it on Hampton, or just assuming Hampton's in. 100%. I see Hines may take the spot from Haskins. Thoughts? No. I going back to my thoughts. No, I don't think so. I think Miller Hines is. I don't really know if he's gonna make the squad. I mean, this is my own opinion on that. I mean, look, I do understand that the preseason is kind of like, okay, whatever, who cares about the preseason so much, whatever. But if you're looking for someone with at least special teams value, it's not Hines, because obviously he freaking fumbled it, so that's not a good idea, not a good thing. So, yes, Hampton has an auto spot for sure. No play till Brazil Day. Yay, that's a good thought. And by the way, guys, as much as you can, keep seeing my my posts on Instagram about us using the Sunshine Gold jerseys for week 1 in Brazil, guys. It's important. It needs to happen, man. I'm sick of this crap. If they want to go the Sunshine Gold route, they need to make that the thing. However, I will admit, I did do some research as well. I think if they need to do something, what they need to do, it needs to be powder blue and white pants. Powder blue jersey and white pants, not the gold pants, because apparently that is the alternate jersey for the Brazilian national soccer team or whatever. We call it soccer, obviously, here in America, but they call it football. So that is the only other option. So like, I get that they want to use the yellow pants or whatever like that, but that's okay. They need to go with the, powder blue and white pants, because that is the alternate, thing, and that would actually be the only other acceptable thing in my mind. Don't use the Sunshine Gold pants, or alternatively use the Sunshine Gold jersey and whatever pants. It doesn't matter. Actually, you could do switch it up entirely. Do powder blue or Sunshine Gold jersey top, and then do the powder blue pants, and then that actually totally matches the the Brazilian national freaking football team for FIFA and World Cup and all that stuff, So I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about that. So man, I'm actually going longer than I thought it was. Like, yeah, I kind of wanted to have a shorter show tonight, but y'all been very busy with the chat, so like I love it. It's been stoked. So, anyways, Beef Talaboy, what's up, my man? Keenan was still good last year. He's better than Mike Williams. Bless up. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, no, and yeah, hey, man, their best ability is his availability. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's really gonna have to suck and not get half the snaps. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I think just having another guy out there with reliable hands will make Justin Herbert play better. Just watch the later games last season. Justin had lost faith in some of his guys. Yeah, that's for sure. Slay all day, baby. Hey, puff pass, Brad, puff pass. I'm saying. No, not if. Yeah, exactly. Booty. Yeah, that's right. That's what's up. That's what it is. Bolt squat. Heck yeah, man. By the way, next time I'm in Thunder Alley, man, I gotta say what's up to you guys. And week three at home versus the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? I'll say what's up to you guys. We got Conk. Everyone not noticing Lad. Allen, Conk, Hampton. Yeah, we got great hands out there, guys. Great hands for Justin Herbert to throw to. Yeah. Tony Jefferson hasn't played a full NFL season since 2001 to 2022 season. Yep, that's true. But hey, man, when he's out there, he still cooks. He still cooks, guys. Let's see. UAP hearing in Congress. Keenan returning to the Chargers. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, maybe not. Bolt Squad says just preseason jitters for Hines. He's a return man for multiple teams. You think that he's just trying to figure out the 53 spot, Hines and Darius Davis? No. Well, see, here's the thing. It's possible that KLS could be a return person too. And they just haven't given him reps there, because he's actually just as fast as Darius Davis, if not faster. And so it's possible that we could see KLS take over Darius Davis' spot. Look, I mean, I like Darius Davis a lot, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be out there running routes and catching balls that way. He's too short. He's like, what, 5'7", 5'8"? That's just too short, guys. That does not fit Jim Harbaugh's scheme. KLS, though, he's like 6'3" and fast. He fits the scheme. So it's very possible that Darius Davis is we're not going to see much Darius Davis, possibly. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I hope he does. I hope we do, because I do like him. And he's obviously done great returns for us and stuff like that, So, and I hope to see more. Over and under, guys, what do you think? 1.5 returns for touchdown. I think we can do over. I think we can do 2 this year. If we keep Darius Davis out there, I think we can see 2. That'd be awesome. Pink lot pull up caravan Saturday 10 a.m. at the El Super. Yes. Oh yeah. So if you're out there, go to the game. Go to the El Super early before the gates open. Long before the gates open, and then everyone will caravan in and get set up in Thunder Alley. So get yourself a placard and set up. That'll be up. Everyone show up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it out there, but I wish you guys the best and have an awesome freaking time. Looking forward to hearing all about it and watching the game at home with y'all. So yeah, again, and I'll be on Twitch watching it. So yeah, so you guys have a good time. Let's see. Hines versus DD, tough call. I'd say Keenan is going to be about 50% of what we're used to. Yeah, I agree on that. If he can be an effective decoy, meaning opposing DCs we faced, honestly, if they leave, they have to respect Keenan Allen. They have to put coverage on him, and then that opens up Lad, and then opens up Conklin. Dude, if they have to put 2 people on Keenan, and then they have to put only 1 on Lad, that's going to be a mistake. Or if they put 2 on Keenan, 2 on Lad, then that's going to open up Conklin. That's going to open up freaking, even QJ. Look, if you throw the ball to QJ in the short game, he catches the ball and he does his work. Puts his work in and gets that yards after catch and stuff like that, And I think that's really how you got to use QJ. And I think that's what they plan to do. So, man, it's gonna be good to see. And let's not forget, we got Trey Harris. We don't know how well he's going to do, but he could be good. Injuries. That's right, though, Brad. Injuries is it, man. We still have Fisk at fullback. Well, no, not just Fisk. Matlock at fullback. So it's gonna be good. It's been awesome with him out there. So is there a reason we still using Matlock at fullback? Yeah, I mean he's a much bigger dude. That's why we keep using him for fullback. But yeah, sure, Fisk is good, whatever like that. But I do know Matlock would prefer to be on one side of the ball. But hey, man, if he's putting in the work and he's doing good at all sides, that's been awesome. So yeah. And the big reason why it's nice to have Matlock is because consider him like an ace for blackjack. It gives us a soft, opportunity to potentially have more players in other positions. Like he's like a wild card. Let's say it's like let's say it like this. It's like a deuces wild situation where okay, you have two aces, but you have a deuce. And now, so really, you have a 3 of a kind. But then, when you get some more hands or like that, you get another ace. Okay, now you have a 4 of a kind. All of a sudden, Oh, then in that situation, maybe you pull another one and you get actually an actual ace. So now you have like maybe 5. So having a player like Matlock is absolutely critical because it does open up the possibility of getting more absolutely skilled players to just fill in spots, so because like I'm saying though, Matlock is kind of like a wild card. He can play all these different positions, and so that does free up a spot for some other position of need that we want. So that could give us another O lineman, that could give us another cornerback, that could, whatever you want, So that's the potential is awesome by having a player like Matlock that can play multiple positions. And it opens up more possibilities and stuff like that, So, and that's why they like these multi-tooled players, like the swing tackles, swing guards, and stuff like that, So that's good. Yeah. But no, he does play fullback at some point too, though. He is listed at fullback sometimes as well, so it's all good. Just would catch Justin's eyes and routes. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it would be easier to see. Yeah, so yes, we all. But you're right though. We do want to see Najee. We want to see him without that mask on. Kyle is multi-talented. He's playing Madden and them cool glasses while he's doing this podcast. Well, yeah, I'm playing it right now actually, and I'm getting smoked at it too. Honestly, guys. Actually, let me know in the chat. Like, I mean, I kind of wasn't really planning on doing Madden again. But if you guys really want me to do that, I might pull it up and do that. I kind of just like realized I was like, we weren't really getting that much views on it, like if I did it, it would probably only be into Twitch that I do it. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat if you guys want me. It's like, because honestly, I'm trash at Madden. Like, and it's not super fun for me. The only thing that's fun about it is watching the simulation games and doing that with it. And so let me know in the chat if you guys, and while we just sit there and talk and have a good time, So, and yeah, Brad, this is a Weddle jersey. I'm wearing it because y'all constantly say that I'm a Weddle lookalike, So it's kind of funny. Like it'd be kind of funny if I walk around Utah with this jersey on and like see if people actually think I am Eric Weddle. That'd be really funny. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it seems like I kind of am now at the bottom of the chat here. So like, I guess let's do that and close up the show. So, and again, thank you, Pappy, for that, man. Yeah. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the show. Like I said, me and the bros do many different things on this channel. I like to do these lives, these weekly lives, ahead of the week, in the middle of stuff like that. I may end up moving this to a Wednesday or a different day of the week, because potentially even Saturday or Tuesday. That's because that is obviously a day when nothing is going on for football. So it could be a good day, but I do know my brothers are doing their roundtable show that day. So I don't know. I'm throwing out ideas out there. You guys just let me know what you guys want me to do. I do like these Thursday game shows, but I also do feel like it's kind of conflicting with Thursday night football and stuff like that, So like during the season, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But then again, I do know some people like Senior Snappy specifically that do like to do shows on Wednesday nights. So yeah, we'll have a good one though. So yeah. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's a bit an interesting season so far. And we just cooking up that Super Bowl, man. Do Chargers versus Phillies Super Bowl. We could maybe do that. I can maybe make that happen for sure. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Or move it to Saturday at 2 a.m. Bro, I am dead asleep at 2 a.m. bro. Anyways, guys. Yeah, okay. Don't move it. All right, I'll keep it Thursdays. I like the Thursdays, and then when it comes to like Thursday night football games, maybe I'll pull up the game or whatever. And we can just chat and have a good time too. So yeah, Saturday night midnight quesadillas. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Yeah. So. But we got preseason football this Saturday. So if you but my brothers are doing a show tomorrow, for sure. At least they are. I may or may not be on there. We're still just kind of debating because if they have more availability during the day than I do, so they may end up doing a show earlier in the day. And if they do, go ahead and tune in. See what they say. Like they'll tell you about the who's who and what the what's for the Chargers for Saturday. We'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. But then again on Saturday, I will be going live on Twitch, watching the game and having the thing up with you guys. And so and that's exclusive to Twitch. So like I said, if you want to watch the game with me, for a little watch party or whatever like that, I will be on Twitch and I'll be sitting there I'll have the game up and doing my commentary while they're doing their commentary and stuff like that. You'll get reactions out of me and like we'll have a good time watching the boys play. And I don't even know what jerseys they're wearing tomorrow. Oh, it says they're going to be away, so it could be white jerseys. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, it'll be fun. And then afterwards will be a post game show. I may or may not be on that show because I may just be totally tired and just be like, I want to go to sleep. Like I need a nap. Unc needs a nap, my man. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, Granddad's has a suggestion. Do a mental health Wednesdays. That could be interesting. That could be good. Well, I'll think about that one for sure. I'll think about that for sure. So, and yeah. And by the way, Granddad's, I do have an idea of what I want to do with that. The greatest Charger team of all time video. And I have a good idea of something that I want to do, but I need to find my Chargers cards that I have. So that'll be interesting. So keep an eye out on that. I may just do it and I may be sitting there watching the game and, pull up stuff or whatever. So that it could be fun. It could be a fun little experiment that we do. So anyways, but I'm excited, guys. Wait, hang on a sec. We got a couple of other questions here. So, get your last questions in if you can. Caldwell is going to be, hey, yeah, he's been doing good. He's been doing real good. And unfortunately, I wish that we got a center in the draft as well. Wait, what's the question about? Oh, here it is. You think Mentor stays with the Chargers as our defensive coordinator for some time, or do you think he would like to leave for head coach job? It's Mentor time. It's a great question. I feel like if we go deep in the playoffs, I think he's gonna be gone. But at the end of the day, I do think it depends on what team makes the offer to him. Like, would he want to go head coach of the Browns? No, definitely not. I don't think he wants to coach of the Browns. Would he want to take a job with like the Steelers? Yeah. 100% he would want to take a head coaching job for the Steelers. The Jets? No, definitely not. So see, that's the thing. I think that's some analysis that I had from last year. I was like, well, which teams would want him to come over there? Like in the options, this start of this year were not good. So that's probably a factor as well. So who does he want to coach? Who does he think he can go to the Super Bowl with? That's a big thing. Yeah, it's possible to go to. We're probably possibly we might be going there. I'm not too sure. Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, but that's all I got for tonight, though. I appreciate y'all for coming in and popping in and asking and getting the chat going and asking some questions. I love interacting with you guys. I love having a good time with y'all. And I hope that we have a wonderful season, and Saturday is going to be a fun time for everyone at the tailgate and watching at the games. And I'm peanut butter and jealous of all y'all. So, but I'm gonna end here though, guys. Appreciate y'all for coming on, and as always, guys, Boat Bros, let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Boat Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night.